they allegedly attempted to receive about $4 million in fraudulent medical claims. Authorities say the conspiracy goes all the way back to 2017, and they have various records showing the ex-players were sometimes far from the medical and dental offices when they were reportedly getting treatment. So, Shannon, what's your reaction to this?
Sad, disappointed, hurt, because it makes it more difficult for the men that actually need these services to get them.
Yep.
Now, all of their claims gets even more scrutinized.
Yep.
It gets delayed even further when they actually need this. Skip, and it had a very similar situation happen in the NFL, and I had one of the guys on my show, Clinton Portis, and talked about it, and he's waiting to get sentenced now. But Skip, it's just, this is what we know in our society. Anytime money is involved, someone's going to try to find a way to beat the system.
Yep.
That's just the way some people are wired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not wired like that, but it irks me that people really needed to see a chiropractor, or really needed to see a dentist, or really needed to see some healthcare provider. And some jackleg thought it'd be a good idea. Well, I don't really need it, but if there's an opportunity for me to beat the system, to skirt the system, let's try and do that. While many people now, Skip, now it's going to be delayed when someone really needs these services. It's going to be delayed even further. And that's what I told Portis on my show. I said, you do realize by doing this, you make it harder for the men that actually needed this service to get it now.
Yep.
Do you understand how many people they turned down because they thought the claim was faulty? And you out there doing faulty claims and y'all collecting. Mm-hmm. It infuriates me, Skip. And I get it. Everybody didn't make tons and tons of money. And some people made a bad investment, and some people got a divorce, or whatever the case may be. Everybody's case is different. I was very fortunate. I got with my guy, been with Marvin Dimmoff for 25 years now. And he asked me the very first time I met him, he says, well, what do you see yourself in 10, 15 years? I said, I want the same standard of living that I have right now. He says, well, this is what you need to do. Bring me all of your bills. I want to know what you pay, how much you pay, and where the money's going. Brought him everything. He says, is this what we need to do? He said, Shannon, you can only spend $39 a year. I spend $38.50. I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, Skip, whatever he told me I could spend, that's what I went under that. I never went over that. Marvin, I really need this. Why do I need 3 houses? Why do I need 10 cars? Why do I need to get mama a house that I'm going to have to pay somebody to upkeep it? Get mama a house, get granny a house that they can provide. Skip, I hate this because now these men, there are men, seriously, Skip, that actually need to see a chiropractor, or need to see a doctor or dentist. And now it's going to be delayed because some jackasses got greedy, made a lot of money, but got greedy. It's like, man, you know what? We can beat the system. And beating the system, you hurt the fellow man who could really use these benefits. It just makes me upset. It really does.
I appreciate that. I hear that. And yet, do you realize these jackasses, 18 defendants, split a grand total of $2.5 million? So it wasn't like I expected it to be they
20, 30.
50 million. I thought it was going to be significant. This is the equivalent of chump change unless you don't have chump change, right?
But here's the thing, Skip. If you can go steal it, it's just like somebody robbing a liquor store. You got $42.
Yeah.
What the hell have you gotten with $42? It was the mere fact, Skip. I really didn't have to do anything. I go to a doctor, I let him sign this, Skip. You say $2 million, but if I get $50,000 and I ain't have to do anything but lie, I'll take it. I wouldn't take it, but I'm saying that's their thought process. I wouldn't do it.
One of these ex-players was playing basketball in Taiwan when he was supposedly getting $48,000 worth of root canals and crowns on 8 teeth at a Beverly Hills dental office in December of 2018.
Can't even lie straight.
Okay. Now let me personalize it. My wife, Ernestine, was distraught all day yesterday because she loves 2 players from the past. She loves Tony Allen and she loves Big Baby Davis. Especially Tony Allen. He just became her favorite because he played so hard on defense. He just disrupted. And remember, the late, great Kobe Bryant always says, Tony Allen was my toughest to try to figure out. He just played me tougher than anybody played me. I loved Tony Allen when he was an Oklahoma State Cowboy, winning Big 12 Player of the Year and Big 12 Tournament Player of that tournament back in, what was it, 04. And then he went late first round to the Celtics, and he made 6 first-team all defenses. It's pretty great.
Right.
He made $41 million. She kept asking me yesterday, didn't he make a lot of money? And I had to look it up. Yeah, he made a grand total of $41 million.
Right.
And she said, where'd it go? I don't know. He didn't have Marvin Dimoff making a budget, I guess. And his wife is also indicted and charged. I don't know. I can't explain it. I got to know Tony Allen on the other show at ESPN one year. We were at the finals. We had him on in Oklahoma City. It was LeBron's breakthrough year, 2012. And loved him, enjoyed him, around him a lot for several days in a row. I can't even fathom. But when it comes to these things, as you know, you can't fathom. You can't predict it. You don't know what an individual's what his finances are, or how dire the straits are.
Skip, it's like, Skip, you've seen this with athletes.
Yep.
A lot of time athletes, once they retire, they gain weight because you keep the same eating habits without the same workout schedule. It's the same thing with how athletes become broke. You keep the same spending habits where you don't have the income coming in. That's how you end up broke if you make a 40 million, if you make 60 million, 100 million. You have the same habits, but you don't curtail it once you retire. Well, hell, Skip, I couldn't, I used to take my family to Vegas. We go to Vegas and we kick it. Well, hell, I ain't in the NFL now. We can't be going to Vegas.
Nope, you can't do it. Okay.
Skip, I just keep it real. And my family understood that. My mom talked about, we used to go to Vegas. Yeah, mama, but baby ain't got it like that no more. You can go. I'm going to send her for her 80th birthday. She said, that's what I want for my 80th birthday, baby. I want to go to Vegas. Have at it, mama.
The Memphis Grizzlies announced just a week ago they were going to retire Tony Allen's number January 28th. I'm guessing that's off now.
Probably
right? So. And we've had Big Baby on the show before, and he's had other, obviously, legal issues, but he was so lovable as a player back to his LSU days, grew up in Baton Rouge, and then I don't know what happens. I don't know. It's
Skip. Maybe I'm the only one think like this, but I don't think I am. Skip, the reason why I don't really like to partake in anything like this because I understand how others will be judged that look like me.
Yep.
So for me, I can't make it harder on someone that's coming after me. So that's why I just, hey, I stay in my lane, I do what I do. But for this, now somebody really needs this. Now their claim is going to get gone over with a fine-tooth comb. Yep. They really need it. Damn. Okay, we were still in the process of processing, Mr. Such and Such. We're still in the process. We're still in the process where these claims, went right through. Now everything gets gone over with a fine-tooth comb. Man, I hate this. I hate it that guys do stuff like this. Bro, get out and get a job. I get it. Skip, you're a professional athlete, and the first thing somebody's like, man, what you doing here? I'm working. I ain't got it like that no more. So I got to work. It's simple. You're not above working. I get it. Your pride, man, that joker made 50 million. He made 100 million, and he got to do this and that. Like, yep, sure do. Sure do. Yep.
Okay, but I don't think Shannon Sharp made 41 million.
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. My grandfather used to always tell me that all the time, boy. It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. Skip, when I first got to the league, the insurance policy in the NFL wasn't like it is now. So I would go every Tuesday. I went and signed the dentist chair. They were only paying 10%. End up getting like $60,000 worth of work done over 2 years. Now, mind you, my first year, I only made $63,000. My second year, I made $73,000. So damn near 25% of my money went in my mouth. But I've always said, man, if I ever come into some money, I always told all my friends, they'll tell you, I'm going to get